I've been living here for 3 years.
5 years.
Or two.
I was born and raised.
A couple months.
13 years.
3 months.
7 years.
My whole life.
I lived here for a little while, but I've been coming here most of my life.
I like walking along the beach, walking to Castle Island.
Castle Island,
Yeah.
like you can walk along the beach.
Yeah. Down by Castle Island, I like it down here a lot.
I'm close to the beach, which is really nice.
A nice neighborhood, be near the water. Some friends live around here.
I no longer live here because I can't afford to live here.
The folks that they're profiting from this, they weren't born and raised here. They don't live here. They just make more money by buying things up in here.
There's like a lot of bars and restaurants.
I think it's like a super convenient place to live. Walking distance to like restaurants and coffee shops and stuff.
This is more like busy strip, Main Street type neighborhood.
I'd say it's kind of college towny, not super city. It's a great neighborhood. There aren't a lot of families here, but the ones that are here are fantastic. I loved my experience growing up.
It's not the same town I grew up in. You know, it used to be you'd sit outside your house and you know all your neighbors. The older ladies I used to go to the store for when I was a kid, you know.
For the most part, it's all people who are, working people. They contribute to local businesses. It's a real nice, tight-knit community.
It's not the same. Gentrified, like you said, it's unfortunate.
There's been a lot of development of like apartment, like condos and stuff, which has been pretty cool.
One of my buddy's grandfathers, he's an older guy, pushing 90 years old. He's like, I'm afraid to leave my friggin' car there. I might come back and find a condo.
There's a lot of renters, which is a problem because they don't care for their space as much as people who own.
Some of the kids that live here are entitled.
Getting younger all the time, but I think it's not bad.
I first moved here and I feel like it was less trendy. Like when my parents first moved here, it was kind of like, why are you moving to Southie? Because I feel like it wasn't as popular.
People-wise, it's a lot of like young professionals.
A lot of young professional people.
A lot of college kids. It's like a lot of partying.
Partying, which isn't what my scene anymore.
But I feel like that population's increased even more.
Yuckified, for lack of a better term.
A lot of the families have moved out. There aren't a lot of people who have kids. So it's a lot younger.
It got kind of gentrified, and they opened a whole bunch of restaurants and bars. So I feel like that drew a lot of people in.
Due to the gentrification, a lot of the folks that work 40 and 80 hours, that would be 2 full-time jobs, we can't afford regular market rents, so we're limited to these, and these are declining as we speak. They look better, but it's not helping anybody.
A community land trust is a way of owning land that I would call maybe halfway between public ownership and private ownership. It's a very remarkable tool to work against the gentrification and the hyper hot real estate market that we have here in Boston right now.
It's a really flexible model. The most important thing is that it's used for what the residents in the neighborhood think the best use of the land is, and they have control over that.